Hello everybody. A lot of people were talking about the other night about overheating dogs. When you have an overheating dog, its mouth is wide open, right? It's trying to get as much oxygen in there as they can. The tongue is really wide. It'll be twice as wide as it's supposed to be. The dog will be foaming. It'll be foam under the chin. It'll have foam all up top of the head where it's flicked up. We had a overheating incident in this Australian Nationals a couple of years ago with Siska. And a lot of things can make your dog overheat. Humidity, a virus, which is what Siska had. Siska had a virus and it just overheated the body. Right. So the first thing we can do with the overheated dog, don't wet it quickly because the dog's temperature is risen. When a dog overheats, its core temperature rises really rapidly. You put it in a cold water, because it is a cold climate sport, you get a thing called hypothermia. That hypothermic shock will drop your dog as quick as the overheating will. Right? If you could imagine going from a hot shower to a cold shower and how that affects the body. Right? So Canberra's a prime example. It's got a pond right at the finish line. Right? You don't want to throw your dog into the pond. You want to get its feet just wet. Right? Not up to its belly, because that's where the core temperature is. You want to start slow. Right? Their pads.
Because dogs cool down through their pads. That's how they
exactly
cool down.
Right. So you want just their pads in the water first, right? Until you can actually get that heart rate down. Right. If you haven't got a pond, like I said, that Canberra has one right at the finish line. If you haven't got a pond, there's other things you can do. Right.
Water bowls.
Water bowls. Right. So 2 water bowls. Right. Come and sit. Use what you have. Right. Everybody's got towels in their trailer. Everybody's got water bowls. Right. Quickest way is actually try and get their feet in them first. Right. The dogs will be splayed. Their head will be hanging. They'll be trying to get that oxygen or that air into their system. Right. Don't breathe the cold air in. It's got to go across their tongue. Okay. So walk the dog. Walk it after it runs. Walk it so it actually keeps moving. If it drops when it's hot, overheats, it'll overheat more. Don't put it in the trailer. Walk it. Alright? So, the towels. We wet the towels. We want to get it on its arteries, its carotid arteries, alright? The arteries that carry the blood. So, we wet the towels. We want around the neck, which is where the carotids are, right? The main arteries. If you check your arteries, right? You want wet towels up around, okay? Other wet towels up in between its legs, right? You're wetting all the carotid, where the arteries run inside their legs, right? Because that carries the blood. You cool the blood, you cool the system, okay? Put wet towels up inside their legs. If you can, wrap the towel, right? Keep the main arteries, or the arteries that are actually flowing, have the blood flowing. You need to cool that down, okay? As you're doing this, you want to check pulse and heart rate. The best way to check it is cup your hand straight in where its stifle is. Hold, and you'll feel its pulse. You'll feel it racing. Right. You want to check the bottom of their feet, their ears, their gums. All right. You lift your gums. You'll see the pink bit. As you press that pink bit, see how the pink goes back to white. Okay. That's how you're checking for blood flow. You're checking for flow that goes through their head. All right. Mainly keep an eye on your dog's face. It'll tell you everything. It'll tell you the wide, the breadth, the width of the tongue, the ears. Check their feet. Stay close to the dog. Do not put him away. Do not put him in the dog trailer. If that dog is in distress, it needs to be monitored. It needs to be checked. Right? A nice easy walk, one lead. Care for the other dogs. If you can get a handler to care for the other dogs. Right? Come, Aniki. Come. Right, you want to walk in. Right, check for pads. Check for brakes. Moving round. Right. Aniki. Aniki. Okay. Good boy. Right. Let him stand. Let him catch his breath. When that breathing starts to slow down, right, check his pulse again. Check his pulse again. Make sure you've got a nice even pulse. Erratic pulse. Pentacles. So yeah, so alright, again with the gums. Check the gums. Make sure that the white turns back to pink. If the gums are really white, right, the blood flow is not flowing. Right, it's slowed right down. Okay, so
And the other big no-no too is don't give them a big drink of water.
yes, that was what I was going to say. That was the last thing. One thing that you don't want to do is bloat your dog. Bloat your dog, okay? When he comes back for a run, bait his water. Give him 5 ml in the bottom. If you use kibble to bait the water so he'll drink, right, what you're doing is actually wetting the inside of their system. Wait till he cools down and then drink. Let him drink. That's there for overheating.